Okay, January 2nd. January 2nd, 1974, Richard Nixon signs the Emergency Highway Energy Conservation Act. What this did was set a national speed limit. So prior to 1974, individual states could set their speed limits however they wanted to set them. And so top speeds range from 40 to 80 miles an hour, 40 in congested areas, 80 on some of the interstates, especially out west. So what happened was, with the Arab-Israeli conflict, our access to cheap oil went away. So prior to that, it was fairly inexpensive, so gas was inexpensive. So the attempt here was to basically get people to drive less, drive slower. If you drove slower, you saved gas. And so it was an energy conservation kind of a concept that Nixon had. So with the Western countries' support of Israel in the Arab-Israel conflict in the 70s. The Arab nations cut off shipments of oil to the Western countries, and then OPEC decided that it wanted to flex some muscle, and it tripled the cost of oil. So both of those things combined really ratcheted up gas prices in the United States. So, in 1974, he signs this law setting the speed limits at 55. Then in 1987, Congress decides to authorize states to go back to setting it themselves. But proponents of keeping a low speed limit said that it saved lives. So there were fewer fatalities when people drove slower than if they drove faster. So really, this national speed limit stayed in effect until 1995. And that's when Congress passed a law that basically turned that back over to the states. Some of the western states really wanted the higher speed limits, because if you're driving through some of those states and it's just nothing going on, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to drive 80 miles an hour, right? But anyway, so that's what happened today. In 1974, Nixon signs the law that set a national speed limit. So that's what I have for you today. I will see you tomorrow.